that are here, they were also, they took a little course with me about a month ago. We talked a lot about fitness and strength training and everything. And so this is now another way to show a little bit of the exercises that we've talked about before. So you are like the demonstrators, okay? All I'm gonna ask is just two expectations. I have the same expectations out of any players that I work with. The first is attention. You know, I'm gonna try not to talk a lot, but if I'm talking or showing you something, just look, listen, show me that you're paying attention. And the second expectation is effort. This is fitness. We have some exercises which I think are fun that involve a ball, but sometimes fitness is not always fun. You understand? Sometimes it's hard work and you must put effort in. If you don't put effort in, you don't get effort. Does it make sense? So we're going to train for about 1 hour. We get attention, we get effort, we go through a whole series of different exercises. I will be speaking a bit because, of course, this is to teach the coaches, but we'll make sure you get a good workout out of it. Sounds good? Okay, so I was thinking we're going to have 8, but we have 6. That's okay. So here's what we're going to do to start. You can see there's some squares here. So all I want to see is 2 here on this corner, 2 of you. 2 here. Okay? And then 2 on the yellow on the corner there. Okay, so we're going to disregard that last red square. If we had another group of players, we would have another 2 there. So to start, warm up, we're going to just start moving. So you have your square, you can see, you're going to run forward to this one, and then you're going to go sideways to this one, backward, and then sideways. But I'm going to ask you just to think about the foot that you're stopping with and changing direction on. So if I have to go this way, and then I have to go that way, what should my last step be with? My left leg or my right leg? What do you think? Must be, hold on, I have to go that way. So is my last step going to be with my left or my right? Pushing that way. What do you think? It's got to be with the right. So I want you to pay attention to that. And of course, if I'm going here, and then I want to go backward, what's my last step going to be? Left. Must be left. Here I'm going back, and I want to go that way. Last step is? Left. Okay, and here, to go forward again, last step is? All right. Does that make sense? We're going to pay attention to the last step, and of course the second last step must be with the opposite foot. So we want to try to time it so it looks nice and smooth, and it doesn't look like you're taking any unnecessary steps. So you're not like taking a bunch of small steps as you go. Does this make sense? The next player can go once the first one gets to there. And you're just moving in a little square. Got it? Not fast here, eh? About the speed that I did. We'll call it 50% of how fast you can go. On you go. Let's go. Yep. Okay. So it's a simple exercise. Nothing fancy here. But the ability to change direction think back to coordination training, we said well-timed, smooth, and efficient. That's what we're looking for here. And specifically regarding female players and potential risk of knee injury, we want to see that either direction that they have to stop on, that they're able to do it in a smooth movement. So I don't want to see this. I want to see if I have to go this way and then that way, I want to see that I can go boom, boom, and go. Like that.
You either extend it or you shorten it.
Yeah, you may shorten the strides, but you don't do unnecessary strides. Because if you're doing unnecessary strides, then that means you almost don't trust your legs to be able to do it well, okay? And the other thing, I over time, I might speak to them about the second last step. Because the second last step is actually the step that takes the majority of the load. So for example, if I'm going to do the same thing where I go forward and then left, it's actually my left leg which takes the majority of the load. So I go boom, boom. So that second last step is really important. Again, this is a warm-up, so I don't want to talk to them too much, and I want to get them now. They've started in the back right corner. After a minute or so, we're going to move to the left corner, so they do everything the opposite way. And we're going to just watch the footwork, right?
Yeah, I can already see a player putting more weight, for example, on the left, and not, and then the right stops.
Yeah. So you see, and I've been talking to coaches, but I'm looking here and I'm trying to see, do they do it boom, boom? Yeah. Okay.
That was good.
Okay, like it?
Okay. It's right here on the far one.
Which ones look well-timed, smooth,
hers is kind of awkward.
Which ones look like the steps
the
are kind of
top, the one going. Watch her when she gets to the end.
Okay, good. So your heart's going. You're sweating a little.
So
I should have mentioned, right? Warm up. At the end of a warm-up, you must ask yourself only one question, which is, do I feel like I'm ready to play at the end of this warm-up? Okay, think think about that in your head. And of course, to be ready to play, your heart must be going. You must be sweating, and hopefully you've done enough movements and stuff with the ball and everything. So let's come now to the back left corner. You just, the same square, okay? So now everything's reversed, okay? You gotta pay attention. If the last step, and I'm gonna go to my right, what does my last step have to be? Which foot? Yeah, it must be left because I'm pushing myself this way. So can we time it so it's smooth? Boom, boom. Okay, here. Right. Right again. And left. Actually, I didn't like the way that looked. Here. There. And go. So it's left, right, right, and left. Let's see it. Let's go. Let's see if it looks well timed, smooth, and efficient. Yeah. I don't want stutter stepping when you're changing direction. We gotta go.
Yeah, she's stutter stepping.
Boom, boom.
That was
Yeah.
better. That was
Yeah.
better. Now it's better. Yeah, much better.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no stutter stepping, and backwards is running backwards like this. Running. Yeah. No jogging. Running. There you go. Okay. You can kind of see, and you got to get them to think about the second last step and the last step. It's got to be two firm plants, whatever it is, right? Again, some technical stuff that you might want to stand in front of them and watch their knees. Okay, remember we talked about, we don't want to see the knee kind of buckling inward. We want to see, no matter what, does it look like it's still pointing straight, okay? And strength training that we're going to do is going to help to strengthen the muscles so that it's less likely to buckle in. But also, when you do these movements, if you pay attention to the alignment of the knee, you can fix it just by moving differently. Not as much, yeah, you can, but I think it's really, we got to fix what's happening from here down first, yeah.
Richard, is it important that they're leaning over? Because I know some are straight up, or is it shuffling this?
Ideally, yeah.
Are we simulating that defensive stance?
Yeah, so ideally you always kind of want to be a little bit bent, and also, yeah, there's a lot, like, I'm just talking here just about the footwork, but there's lots of stuff we can talk about.
Richard, if you do see knees going inward, do you stop it right then and there?
I would coach on the fly, but I want to just make sure that they're paying attention to it. So let's hold it there. Okay, so you're feeling okay with this so far? Yeah, so I was just speaking to the coaches a little bit about that we want to try to make an effort. It's hard to see because you don't want to look down at your feet all the time. But if you can feel that when your feet hit the ground, that you can feel kind of what it feels like for the knee to be forward rather than for the knee to kind of go in a little. Does it make sense? So we're going to try to just think about that as we move. Let's go back to the right corner again. We're just going to do a different movement now. Same idea. Forward, the same. Now, you're going to move sideways by crossing the right leg over the left leg. So I still need to stop on my right, and then I'm going to go across, back, left, right, cross. So let's see it one more time just at this. Here. Right, left, it's left again, right there. Can we try it? Did you notice my positioning? Was I like this? Kind of like this. It's a little more of an athletic stance. It's easier to use the strong muscles you have in your leg. Let's see it. Let's go. So it's a crossover. What do you do? 2 steps. Yeah. Okay. Good. Crossover. Yeah. And we want to move in straight lines. Straight line. Straight line. Good. No karaoke step here. I just want to see crossing over. Okay. Yeah. So much about lifting the knees so that's natural. Yeah. Just go side. If you don't take too much
dancer.
stress. 1, 2, just natural. Right? So they may have to take an extra step or something to slow themselves down, but what we don't want to see is this, like too many, right? You should be able to do it cleanly, boom, boom, and then go, right?
So once they figure out their timing, they go at 6 steps forward, 6 steps
Yeah, whatever it is. And again, I made these squares 5 yards by 5
Richard,
yards.
can you do that one more time? I missed it in the camera. I was looking at you. No, it wasn't you. It was my fault.
You make the squares bigger. Like the size isn't so important. I just did it like this, so there's lots of changes of direction. That's all I want.
Richard, can you do it one more time, the demo you just did?
So we want boom, boom, there. Good. Not too many, I know. Yeah. Okay, so the same. Let's start on the other corner. We're just paying attention. Can you, like, the coaches and we had in our lesson about coordination, these 3 words, which are well-timed, smooth, and efficient. You like those words? That's how we want our movements to look. So now, of course, we're going to solve on the left, right, right again, left close. So we want well-timed, smooth, and efficient in a nice athletic position. Heart's going, sweating, and fasting. Well-timed, smooth, and efficient. That's what we want. Sit down into it, right? So sit down here. You know what I mean by sit down? Just pop out. Literally, yes. Good. Straight line. Good. See if when we go sideways, we keep our hips moving forward. You don't want to turn. Yeah, keep your hips pointing forward. Sometimes you can even look from behind. Does the step backward look like it needs to boom? Yeah, okay. So all changes of direction, right? It's really the last 2 steps you got to look at. And really, once you get the idea, it's really the second last step that's probably the most important. Because that's the one that takes the majority of the load. Okay, so just go back to the first corner that you started with now. We're just going to try one more little movement, and then we move on. So I'm going to ask you now, you're going to run forward, and you're just going to go around this corner on the inside, and then a little faster. Round, slow, round, and fast. And we want to see if you can get around that cone in as few steps as possible. So we're going to go slow, the first one, slow, and then a little faster, and slow. See, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fast. Does it make sense? I would like everybody to do that circuit 3 times. You don't go because you leave that cone, so there's no chance of stepping on each other. Oh, we go. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, good. Now we go slow and then faster. Slow, and then fast. Slow, fast, 3 times. Okay.
So
Watch the deceleration, right?
So you want slow around the cones?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's slow, fast, slow, fast.
So you want them fast going around the cone?
So because okay, because some of the players are.
Okay. 3 each. I'll speak to them about it.
Initially he says.
So, go back to what you said, just to be clear, because we're going to repeat this on the other corner, but what I'm asking for is that one is slow and one is fast. So if it's slow the whole time. And then if it's fast,
Oh, okay.
fast the whole time. Got it? Okay, let's go with that. Same idea, you're going on the inside, and we're looking at your footwork. Slow, fast, slow, and fast again.
Okay, so
Got it?
it.
Let's go.
So whatever you do, slow or fast, it's the same for the run and the movement around the cones.
Inside the cone, right? If you don't go inside, you're going to get confused. Inside the cone, yes. Good.
So regardless of what you do, so if you want slow, then you're going to do this first.
Inside. Inside.
Then you can go slow.
Inside. Yes, there you go. Okay. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be like this. It's just an exercise that we can try to, at least while they're moving, we're focusing on footwork. We're not.
Richard, this is still all warm up?
This is the warm up. Yeah.
Warm up.
This is it. Yep.
No, I'm just making sure.
Knackered.
Okay. 2 times. Very good. Let's partner up. One player has a ball in the middle of the square. Put a ball there for you. You're going to demonstrate with me? Come. You're going to take the ball in your hands. So one has a ball, one now. It's going to be on their back. So we have to work together. So there has to be trust. You understand? And I trust you. All right. So she has to throw the ball in the right place, high enough, and I can catch it. Oh, where you go? No, I don't trust you. And I can catch it on my knees high enough and accurate enough so that I can I cannot move until the ball is in the air. Do you understand? Can I trust you? We must work together. Here we go. Got it? All right. I want you to try 3 of them. And then you switch. One more. Oh, you see, I can't trust that. Because if I'm going to go to my knees, there's no way I can go behind like that. Yeah, we have to trust each other. Come on. Hey, trust. Yep. Oh, jeez.
I'm not the best goalie.
I can see that. All right. So think about what kind of throw. Is a throw behind you going to be accurate? No. What kind of throw?
In front of you.
Yeah, or right up in the air would be fantastic. Okay. Got it? One more. All right. Here we go. Got it? Here we go. 3 each. Come on.
Richard, purpose of this exercise specifically?
Because after the movement, we want some dynamic stretches. So this we're getting kind of a little bit more of a fun, soccer-specific way to give our body a stretch.
But you only get to get the feet, just get the knee.
Well, that's the first one, and eventually, yeah.
That's like there's I barely demo it anymore.
Here we go.
You throw it up with the ball.
Yeah.
And you have to throw it up.
3 each. Just 3 each.
Yeah, but the older you get,
She's getting better now.
I
She
can't
learned
do.
from her mistakes.
I don't demo it anymore. Maybe once a year.
Good. 3.
remember the soccer camps,
Ball.
used to have the kids
All right.
shoot up, they do it front
So
row.
much, yeah,
Can I
yeah.
trust you again? I don't know.
The only years
Okay.
I used to be.
Now we're going to catch the ball standing up. What do we need differently now?
Higher.
Must be, because I'm not as fast as I used to. Okay, must be. Here we go. That was very good. What do you think? Yeah? Okay, let's go. You can't move until the ball's in the air. Come on, up. Easy. Good. Up. Good. Just standing up for now. Just catch it standing up. There you go.
Ready?
Nice. And if it's too easy, you figure out what's a challenge, but not, yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'm making it hurt.
Okay, 3 each. The last one, you're gonna have to catch the ball while both feet are off the ground. So it's gonna have to be. Oh, wow. Oh. Ready? I must be in the air. Here we go. Makes sense. However you go, right? You get up fast, get up in the air, and you catch the ball with 2 feet off the ground. 3. It's just a different take on dynamic movements, right? So we've done the movement. Now we have some dynamic stretches, and then we're going to get into the strength, which is the third component. After all this, right? Then we're going to go into all strength training. Okay?
This reminds me of what
3 each.
David Jones.
Off the ground. Oh, jump, jump, jump.
Face,
Good.
face
Come
the
on.
ground, on the ground,
Off
face
the
the
ground.
backwards, and I'd say up and turn.
Jump.
Turn and catch a ball.
Oh, that's a goalkeeper.
I guess you could add that if you wanted to. Face the opposite way, turn around.
Gotta get off the ground. Up. There you go. Up. 3 each. Good. Okay, put the ball back down in the square. All right. Now, okay, because it's part of the warm-up, so strength exercises in the warm-up, it's only 1 set. Can you just demonstrate with me here? Now, come behind me. So now you're right? So I'm here, I'm on my knees. You're going to put your hands just on my ankles, just a little bit, and you can kind of push it. I don't know if you've seen this before, just so we understand.
Yeah.
She pushes her way down. I'm going to put my upper body straight like this, and I'm going to
First
fall
every Wednesday.
forward, but I'm going to use my hamstrings to slow down my fall. So take it 4 seconds to fall. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again, 1. For 5 of them each. Understand? With your partner. Okay, thank you. And you go. Let's go! You must push. Push your way down. Yes. First, 5, right? 5.
I created this chart. So pictures of every single thing. Pictures of every single exercise. I started pictures of every spreadsheet.
So if we think back 4-phase warm-up, right? 4 phases, we had movements, we had dynamic stretches. Now we're on phase 3, which is strength exercises.
But this is not what you talked about in the class. This is like maintenance versus the actual strengthening part. Because you talked about...
So this is warm-up, yeah. So,
Yes.
so after this, they're going to take a break. Then we're going to get into strength training.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And that's why this is only 1 set of 5. It's not enough to actually make muscles stronger. This is just activation. Yeah. Okay. But you don't want to do this before they've moved, because without moving, the muscles are not warm. Okay?
So they have to
By each.
they're supposed to train 4 times, 3 times
Now,
a week. They have to do it that stretch.
because we have
Every
partners,
Wednesday I test
use
them.
the ball.
I randomly pick
Back to it.
4 of the exercise, 1 strength, 1 core. They do it.
Both of us are
I
going
have
to go to a
4
front
minutes of
plank.
it. So I reinforce my session by saying the first 20 minutes is going to be, have you been doing it?
So we go, look. Right arm, left arm. Okay, but I'm going to ask that you try not to turn your whole body.
I'm going 4 days a week, so I'm
Try to
okay
stay a
with
bit more stable. Maybe your feet are a bit wider. Let's try again.
I give them
Okay, so
homework
we'll just,
on
yeah,
the
so you
nights
think of
that we
your
go
stomach.
have training sessions.
But it's making sure they actually do it.
Yeah.
Because my last year when I was I did
Okay,
all
do
the
we get it?
stuff until I left.
Until 10. Good. I want to hear your hand slap down. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, and remember a wider stance means you can bound. Yeah. I don't want to see you turn. Yeah, more stable. Good. I want to hear it. There it is.
7.
You must make your stance wider so you're more balanced. Wider, yes.
9.
Yes.
10.
Okay, so we've activated hamstrings on the last one. This is core, hip flexors. 10 each. Okay, the last one. Come over here. Okay, so we're going to stand on one leg. But we stand on one leg now. Just right leg. Around, yes. Physically around. Never play back. All right, so we're going to try 10 passes, and then of course we will switch to the other leg. Same way. You see how my knee is bent and my bum is out as well? This is a really nice athletic position. Got it? 10 each. Let's go.
For girls, I think this.
The ball must go around your body. Figure it out. Wow. Preferably a little bit faster than that. There you go. Okay. So we've activated hamstrings, core, hip flexors, and here is the quads and the glutes. Okay, so this is done with a stable position, but we're trying to challenge them with balance. Again, one way to do it. There's a million ways to do it, but this is, and I find this is a bit more fun than just lining them up and having. Yeah. We could do competitions with it. We could have them throw the ball up or down or bounce the ball. Are you balanced? Look at you. Try not to fall down.
That was, yeah, like I have to do it.
Fantastic. Each leg. Good. Okay.
Someone's a bit for your sport. Like one thing I heard was, I wouldn't recommend that they should do that. But they were kind of like,
Good. Okay. Now, fourth phase of the warm-up. That's some type of speed, plyometric, something fast. And we're going to do it in a little game competition as well. So now we have, I'm going to take your place so you're not competing against. Cat, mouse. What do cats do to mice? Before they can eat them? Before they can kill them? They must catch them, yeah? Okay, so you're going straight from A to C. We're going to A, B, C. Chase, catch, eat, and kill. Okay, all right. So I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to chase. Okay. So here's the game. Inside the square, I catch her if I can tag her on her feet. You understand? That's how we score points in this game. What's your job? You don't want to get caught. Okay, so you move in the square. play this way, 30 seconds. Count how many points you get. Cat, and cat. 30 seconds. Stay in the square. Hey, I threw the ball and I missed. What do I do? It's your job. I'm not touching it. Okay? Ready? Play. So this would be the high-speed plyometric end of the warm-up. Again, one way to do it, which is, I think, a little more fun. Yeah, we want to hit him in the feet. Hit him in the feet, yeah. That's one. Good.
They didn't get hit in the foot. They're going to get hit on the knee.
10 more seconds. Come on. Come on. Okay, that's time. Hey, so as we catch our breath, we're going to try a couple of stretches. Just follow what you see. Leave the ball for now. Leave the ball for now. Just remember the number that you got. Okay, put your right arm up like this. Grab your left leg with your left hand, and you're going to pull back and move forward. And then same idea. Left arm up. Grab the right leg. Pull back. Move forward. Here's another one for you. You're going to take a step, right leg forward. You're going to drop down, and then you're going to turn.
So what we were playing was to say 30 seconds.
And then you're going to step with your left leg. You're going to
Well,
drop
you think
down.
back when I was playing back in the 60s and I
So that's
started stretching, that's what you did.
Oh, you know what it is?
Straighten
But when I
one
needed, I had
leg,
to
pull
get
one
full,
up.
and then I let go.
Now you're
Not
going to
because I
straighten
knew I was
the other leg.
let it go.
Just like you see, you know,
Okay, good. Switch to the other cat. Hey, so this is revenge. Revenge. Remember the number. Hold on. Remember the number. Because of course we have a little competition. Are we ready? Yes? Let's go. Play. You missed. You chased the ball. Cannot help.
But 5 seconds is okay. Like that's why they even do this one, right?
see, you would
Go
have
get it. Come on.
you two be swimming.
He's lucky.
5
Laziness.
seconds.
Oh, feet. Right at your feet. Five more seconds. Try to get one more. Come on. Okay, time. All right. Hey, so listen. We only possibly could have 3 options. Option 1, cat number 1 got more points than cat number 2. Option 2, cat number 2 got more than cat number 1. Option 3 was a tie. So here's the exercise. Now, if you have one with more than the other, then the one with less points has 5 push-ups. If it's a tie, both have 10. Are you ready? There's no winner. Are we ready? Figure it out. Who has? Oh, hold on. Sorry. Push-ups that we do, we call them soccer fitness push-ups. They don't look like normal push-ups. Let me explain. A normal push-up looks like this. This is a normal. This is a soccer fitness push-up. Are you ready? This is how it has to look. Normal. Hold on. Normal. Soccer fitness. Got it? 5. Let's go.
I thought it was going to have them do Australian
Must be
push-ups.
off the ground. You didn't see it. There it is. Look, get up.
They call it when I was at Burlington. They call it Scottish.
Hey, all right. Hey, so remember I said the question, warm-up is over.
Seems more reasonable because they're facing the opposite direction. You know?
Fair enough.
Sweating, muscles feel good. Okay.
Hey, I didn't invent it. That's what they call it. I think because we were seeing Lambert, Corey
Yeah.
Taylor, right?
So, okay, just an example is a different warm-up.